Hello again, our most valued student. My name is Confident and welcome to EduLearn Text 24-minute lesson. Our lesson is a continuation on algebraic fractions, additions, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So if ever you want to understand where it started from, look at the previous lesson where we just introduced the the multiplication and the division, and we're going to continue with it in this particular lesson. We looked at this problem previously where you are multiplying or dividing. We said if you are given a problem as x over 4, you write it clearly. If you are given x over 4 times multiplied by 2y over 3x, we are saying because of the multiplication sign, you can cancel the x's. X into x is a 1 there, x there, it's a 1 there. And the 2 can cancel there, 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 4, you'll get a 2. And you multiply now in this direction, and you can multiply in that direction. So what we have on top, we've got 1 times 1y. In other ways, you've got y over. At the bottom, you had a 2 there. 2 times 3 times 1, 2 times 3, which was a 6. So the answer was y over 6. Now, if you look at the solution for this one as x over 4 divided by 3x over 2y. Now, because of the division sign, it is not correct to first cancel like we did in the previous example, but you must change this division sign into a multiplication sign. In other ways, what am I saying? You have to say first x over 4 times. The moment you put a times, you invert. In other way, here, what happens? The top comes to the bottom and the bottom goes to the top. So what are you going to have there? You are going to have 2y over 3x. If you still remember that, you inverted the other side because of the multiplication sign. Now, because of that time sign, you can continue to work on it like the previous one, where now you can cancel x there, you cancel 2 there, it's a 2, and you get your answer again as y over 6. This is to show you how the multiplication sign and the division sign are related. Now, let us look at these questions as they ask them in the exam. If they say simplify, that's what you'll find. Simplify as far as possible. That's what they will give you there. They'll say simplify as far as possible. So now, let us simplify as far as possible this given expression. The only thing I always advise is to treat each part individually and then put everything together and you get the solution, so that you don't put a lot of clutter or confusion while you're working with it. Let us start with this top. What is this top? It is x squared minus 2x. Remember, this is factorizing now. Let's factorize x squared minus 2x. What is common between x squared and 2x? You can see x is common, is the smallest power. Now x into x squared, only one x will remain. X into minus 2x, you will have minus 2. So that is the top. Let's go now and look at the bottom. Let's attack the bottom. What do we have? We have got x squared plus 2x. Equal to, remember that one where we said it is not allowed to cancel x squared and 2x and 2x. Like this one, I'm using a yellow pen, doing this. We said it is not allowed. Don't do that. It is not allowed. The method that is allowed is the one that I'm doing right now. So we're looking at the bottom, x squared plus 2x. Again, x is common. If x is common, what will I have there? I will have x now, I will have x plus 2. Okay? Now, let me attack the top of the other side. What am I having there? is x cubed minus x. If I look at that, remember, you always take the smallest power. There are no numbers that you can first compare. It's just 1 here and 1 there, so nothing changes. So you can look at the smallest power, and the smallest power there is a 1. So you can say x again is common. When x is common, x into x cubed, there are 3 of them, 2 will remain, so it will be x squared minus a 1. Now, this must ring a bell to you, because when you say x squared minus a 1, you must always remember it is a difference of 2 squares. If you still remember the previous lesson, this is a difference of 2 squares, and it goes further as x squared minus 1 squared, because when you square 1, you still get a 1. 1 times 1 is a 1, but I'm doing it so that you can see it's a difference of 2 squares. This becomes x. Now you will have, remember, you write, forget about the squares, you see x minus 1 if you ignore those squares, and you write the other one now with a plus sign. So this is the simplified version of that. Now let us move on and look at this one now. At the bottom is 2x squared plus x minus 1. 2x squared plus x minus 1. This one, remember, it is the method of the product and sum. If you remember the product, I'm going to work from here. The product is multiplying the first number and the last number. It is minus 2. Remember, product is multiplication. Sum is addition. The sum is the center number there. It's plus a 1. So I'm looking for 2 numbers, the factors there of 2. Which when I multiply, I get a 1. What are the factors of 2? It's a 2 and 1. And remember, I need to get a positive 1, so which means this one will be a negative 1, this one will be a positive 2. So if you say 2 minus 1, you'll get a 1. I'll write it like this. This is 2x squared. Instead of an x, now I write plus 2x minus x. Remember, my factors 2 and 1 is minus 1x minus 1. I look at the first 2 and the last 2. What's common there? It's 2x. So I'll have x minus 1 minus 1, I mean x plus 1, sorry, minus 1 x plus 1. So I'll have x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. So that is the simplified version of that method. Now, if you look at the problem that was given, it was x squared minus 2x. For x squared minus 2x, I'm going to have x minus 2. So I'm going to have x. This is equal to x minus 2 over x. If you still remember, it was x plus 2. Still remember this one, times that x cubed minus x was x minus 1, x plus 1, times x minus 1, x plus 1, all over the other one at the bottom gave us x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. Still remember that? Now, because you have simplified them like this, you can now start to cancel what is on top, similar to what is at the bottom. You can cancel now. You can see that x, let me use a different pen there. You can see x and x will go there. X minus 1 and x, do we have x minus 1? No, we don't have x minus 1 actually. X plus 1 in actual fact, and x plus 1 will cancel there. And then what do we have on top? If you can see on top, you have got x minus 2, x minus 2, there is the x, there is x minus 2 over, there is x plus 2, and then 2x minus 1. There is nothing common on top, there is nothing common in the bottom, then this becomes the simplified version. So that's what we mean by factorizing. Quickly again, I'm moving on to the next one. It says x minus 1, x minus 6, this, we are dividing. Remember, division sign, you must change it into a what? A multiplication sign, and when you change it, this will come there and that will come there. So now let's take it one at a time. X minus 1, the top one already is factorized, so this one we can leave it. Now the interesting one is x squared minus x minus 6. If you look at the product is minus 6. Look at the sum is minus 1. And what are the factors? If you do it quickly, the factors will be a negative 3 and a 2. So you're going to have x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. So you have got x common there in the first two, x minus 3 plus 2 and x minus 3. Then you'll have x minus 3 and x plus 2. That is the first one. We've done that. What about the bottom one? Look at the bottom one. X squared minus 7x plus 12. Again, the product is plus 12 and the sum is minus 7. The factors are 4. If you look at this, it will be minus 4 and minus 3. I'm doing it fast, but you can always pause this so that you can look at the factors. Minus 4x minus 3x will give us minus 4x minus 3x give us minus 7x plus 12. So you have got x common there as x minus 4 minus 3 and x minus 4, because the negative will override the positive there. You have x minus 4 and x minus 3. So we're done with the first side. Let's look on the right hand side after the division sign. You have got x squared plus x minus 2. X squared plus x minus 2 with a different pen. Again, my product is minus 2. My sum is plus 1. My factors are 2 and minus 1. So it will be x squared plus 2x minus x minus 2. You have got x plus 2 there, minus 1, x plus 2. So you will have x plus 2 and x minus 1 as factorized. And then if you look at the bottom one, this one, 2x squared minus 32. I'm going to do it on the other side with a different pen. Let me use blue. 2x squared minus 32. 2 is common there. You have x squared minus 16. Again, look at the difference of 2 squares. 2. X squared minus 4 squared. 4 squared, which is 2. X minus 4 and x plus 4. If you now start to put, where there was x squared minus 6, you put the right one. Where there was the bottom one, now you are going to have this. You are going to have, if we put them accordingly, you are going to have x minus 1. Remember, we did have x minus 1. For x squared minus x minus 6, we have got x minus 3x plus 2, x minus 3, x plus 2. And then for the other one, we've got x minus 4, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 3. And then remember times, it will go on top. So you're going to have 2, x minus 4, x plus 4, over the other one there is x plus 2 and x minus 1. If you continue with that method, start cancelling with a different pen. X minus 1 there, down there, you have it x plus 2 there, cancelling x plus 2, x minus 4 cancelling x minus 4, x minus 3 cancelling x minus 3 at the top. So in actual fact, everything cancelled except 2x plus 4. That is the answer. So you can cross-check it again, but this is the way of approaching this. Again, if you look at this one, it's a multiplication and a division altogether. So what it means is this one is already done, but when you come to the division sign, you will interchange. The bottom will go to the top will go to the bottom. If you start working on this, you start at the top, you will have x squared minus x minus 6. And when you use the product and the sum method, you are going to get x minus 3. I think for this one is x minus 3 and x plus 2. You can try it out. And then for the one at the bottom, this one, the x squared plus x minus 20. If again you use the product and sum method, you are going to get x plus 5 and x minus 4. Again, if you look at x squared minus 25, we're looking at that one, is a difference of 2 squares, which is x squared minus 5 squared, which is x minus 5 and x plus 5. I'm just working at this randomly. If you look at the bottom again, I'm using the same one for each, 2x minus 6, you will have 2 being common there and x minus 3. If you look, I'll use a green pen on this one, x squared minus 3x minus 10. If you use the product and sum method, you are going to have x minus 5 and x plus 2. So if we now collect everything, you'll see how we're going to end up with. So now for the top one, x squared minus 6, you're going to have x minus 3, x plus 2. So we're going to have x minus 3, x plus 2. We move on. X squared plus x minus 20, we have x plus 5, x minus 4. X plus 5, x minus 4. It was multiplying. This one we've got x minus 5, x plus 5, x minus 5, x plus 5, all over. The other one we got 2x minus 3. And then remember, I'm putting a time sign, so it means the top will become the bottom and the bottom will become the top. At the top now you'll have x minus 4, just watch it, over. Now at the bottom then you are going to have this one of x minus 5, x plus 2. X minus 5 and x plus 2. Quickly, if you start to look at how you work about this, if you start cancelling them, you can, if I use a different x minus 3 there, goes down there, x plus 2 on the far end, remember the top cancels the bottom, x minus 4 there, it cancels the top there, x minus 5 there, it cancels the top there, x plus 5 there, it cancels the bottom there. So when you have here, it's like you have a 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. So the answer there is equal to 1 over, there is a 1 times 1 times 2 times 1, 1 over 2. Then this becomes the final answer. Now let us move on to look at the addition and subtraction of fractions. Again, using your calculator, can you quickly find the following answers? If you use your calculator, your casual calculator, the one that I advised, of course any calculator will give the same answer, but what you get is the first one, 5 over 2 minus 1 over 7 is 9 over 35, and the other one, 2 over 5 plus 1 over 7 is 19 over 35. How did it happen to give this particular answer? Now let us look at the method. So you can use this method and say, if they say without using a calculator, you will have 2 over 5 minus 1 over 7. You can write the two numbers 5 in brackets, look what I'm doing, and 7. And then I will say 5 into these two numbers. Obviously 5 and 5 will cancel. Now you will remain with 7. 7 now times the top, which is 2. You put a bracket of 2 minus 7 into this whole thing. The 7 and 7 will cancel. You'll be left with 5. You write 5 multiplied by the top. What is the top there? The top is a 1. Are you seeing that? So then this become equal to, you have got 7 times 2, it's 14, 5 times 1, it's 5, 7 times 5 is 35. Then you're going to have 9 over 35. That's how they got that one. If you're looking at the addition, again, when you look at addition, it's the same method. Addition, you put a 5 and you put a 7, you just put them in brackets, then you say 5, this 5 into that, you are going to get to be left with a 7 there, a 2 plus a 5 there as a 1. In this case, you are going to have 14 plus 5 over 35, which is equal to 19 over 35. That is how fractions are added. Now let's just look at this one for the addition of this particular fraction. If they say 2 over x, let me use a red pen. If they say 2 over x minus 1 over x plus 1, again you write your x into x plus 1, just write like what you did previously. So when you do this, this is literally what you're doing. You are saying x, the first one, this one, when you say x into this, it's like you have got x plus 1 divided by x. So when you cancel that x plus 1 is remaining. So you will have that x plus 1 remaining, but that x plus 1 must be multiplied by the top, which is the 2, minus, you continue, again, it's like you're saying now, x plus 1, now you're dividing by x plus 1. So you can see x plus 1 will cancel, remaining x, so minus 1 multiplying by x, if you can see that. So after that, you open up the bracket there. This one, you open up this bracket, you open up, you have got 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 2, it's 4, minus x, 1 times x is x, over, you can leave that one as it is, x plus 1. Then if you combine the like terms, you have got 2x minus x plus 4 over x plus 1, which is equal to 2x minus x. You have got x plus 4 over x and x plus 1. This is what we mean by addition of fractions. Let us look at the last one. I'll try to do it as quick as possible. When you're given a problem like this, x over x minus y plus y over x squared minus y squared, remember x squared minus y squared is a difference of 2 squares, which is x minus y and x plus y. If you still remember, therefore this will become x over x minus y plus y over x minus y and x plus y. Now, because of time, I'll redo this again the next slide, but this is what you're going to have. If you can pause on this slide and look what I just did versus the notes that I did this side, and then the final answer will be this one. This is what you have as the final answer. We have come to the end of our lesson. Again, go over slowly to the lesson. We will continue again on fractions.